Misclick.
Hmm.
Hang on.
Misclick.
Misclick on... Oh wait, oh yeah, Hansken was the one playing the minigame. Yeah, never mind. that was the one. He was the only one playing it.
And he clicked on the wrong hero too?
Probably did. But, game 2. Got kicked going with the Bat Rider towards the top lane. Does that mean an aggro try bottom? Or... Lycan still considering his options here. So, Chikirai walking all the way back to Fountain, all the way to the back.
See you later, nerd.
So, kicked is the boss 5, just a reminder. So, probably dual lanes here. Lycan is going to have to rely really heavily on his Feral Impulse to survive the lane, but he has leveled up the wolves first, so...
You usually do. You usually get wolves at level 1.
I know it's extremely useful for the last hitting, and I'm guessing that the Tidehunter won't be able to hinder him that much yet, but this is a melee matchup into a Tidehunter. He is going to have a rough time no matter what. The hope is then that Kicked can run this Tide out of the lane with all of the napalm spamming.
Yeah. Windstriker gonna get 2 bounties. There's F and G sneaked up behind to snatch 1 from the Dire side. So 2 for 2. Tied up money for both teams. And Beastmaster's lined up his Necrobook right away. Lycan as well. So we are seeing a double Necrobook kick in, but either one could still leave it at level 1.
Level 1 Necrobook is just so strong right now in terms of farming speed, as well as tanking you up a bit, giving you some mana regen. These double Sage's Masks, like, people have just been buying them straight up first because you get so much mana regen out of them. It's very good.
It's 4 getting harassed out of lane by Kicked. Right clicks. Forcing S4 away at least. Hansken now taking over the lane here with Lycan Chikirai. Splinter Blast spam is ready to start. Sage's Mask picked up as well with the other items. Didn't go for a full up Bazzi. Don't think Bazzi's required here for the Wyvern to go for it. Sage's Mask is just fine to get that extra regen up and running. I think that's also Wyvern's biggest tool for this lane, is to have that constant regen to keep applying pressure on your opponent, and especially when there's a lot of AoE involved. So you want to have Splinter Blast as your main ability here instead of just going straight up Q and right click harass people.
Tide really respecting the Bat Rider support here. Normally, you'd see S4, like in the last match, even play up more, still harassing the Lycan when he gets his creep wave behind the tower, but he wants that safety. So he's going to take the experience instead.
Yep.
And it is Hansken who moves up.
Limp is doing great in mid as well. 9 last hits, 4 denies with only 3 on the Quap. So Young G...
Yeah, I do think that this is not Young G, by the way, because he's tagged up as Nova.
Mm-hmm. So
and
yeah, it could
I can see some wild name changes, but not a different team tag, seeing as those are extremly hard to change, and I've heard a lot of pros complain about it. So we can
happily shift from Young G to Lorenov.
Yes.
Alright, at least that we can do. But we will still pronounce the Lycan player as he is, so Chikirai.
You practiced too hard to let that one go.
Yeah. We definitely wanna. I mean, I remember, like, I think it was almost 2 years ago when I was doing some casting as well, and we did some vids. So I had to practice some player names that I'd never cast before at that point, and I'd only been casting for like 6 or 7 months at that point. And I got a lot of hate for pronouncing player names wrong, but I was lazy and stupid at the day not to actually like do my research and find out who these guys are actually pronounced. So I can tell from experience when I've been casting a few like other ESL tournament open qualifiers and closed qualifiers, like Chinese names, you know. Try and figure out which one of those words is the right one. So you wanna do your research. Be respectful for the players.
Yep. I've ran my own campaign to educate people about the right pronunciation of Zayat's name for like 2 years now. It's still ongoing, but most of them seem to have grabbed it by now.
That was one. Guess what I was pronouncing Zayats before I understood correctly.
Was it Zayak?
I was calling him Zajac, because so that was like completely wrong at that time. That was when he wasn't even in the
even
pro
more
scene.
Wrong than everyone else. I'd applaud you, but
Yeah, you
Nobody
don't need to
wants to hear
applaud. That was wrong. But now we have Firefly pop by kick. Hanskin will slow them down with the Arctic Burn. Batrider taking a lot of harass here as well.
Stacks of sticky up. Yeah, that's not enough.
Nope, he's also out of mana at this point, so he's gonna have to walk back, pop the clarity, pop his salve, or maybe even go all the way back home. Pop a tango, maybe stack... Yeah, he's gonna stack a camp and go home. So do a little bit of efficiency while on the way home.
Nico Baby's been having a pretty good time on this bot lane. I would have expected the Beastmaster to give him a little bit more trouble, but FNG has been really on the boar hunt. He's there to kill that animal pretty much every time it arrives. Only skipping it now to pull his freshly dewarded camp.
ESA getting a bit of harass from Nico Baby at level 4. 27 last hits on the jug. Very good job here. DK Focus at 18.
Force getting run at the top.
They are putting some pressure here. Hanskin. Can they get the kill on S4 before, though? Kick. They're still trying to chase him. 2 napalm
He
stacks.
takes no damage.
And the Firefly runs out as well. So S4, 17 stick charges, pops a salve. So he's fine. No kills traded here. Bottom. ESA dropping low. Spin from Nico Baby. Good jukes coming in from the Willow, but Root. FNG. 2 seconds for the
brain sap.
Brain sap, and that will be it. Up some stick charges, get the mana for it, and get the kill. Limp will TP home with the X mark. Fill the bottle, region up, back to mid.
And FNG with the efficiency steals the rune away from the pop as well. I don't think she knows that he doesn't have Nightmare. He tried bluffing it, but
works
can
out.
only waste her time a bit. It works, yes.
Very chill laning stage overall, but if you can look at the last hits, you can see that Alliance is pulling off a triple lead right now. That does not bode at least a very... Yeah, it doesn't bode too great here for Winstrike, who we've been talking about, that this lineup needs to succeed in their laning stage and also in their early game. There's so many counters on Alliance. They definitely want to use those when Winstrike want to start taking team fights. Or at least pickoffs in a sense, because Lycan, once he hits level 6, is scary. Obviously, he wants to get a couple more levels on top of that to have even more damage to throw at their enemies. But if they fail with those rotations, especially with the shapeshift pop, then you don't find any kills. It's all home for Alliance.
It is, yes. And I imagine that Alliance are going to take it easy. They know that they have the counter picks and that the running at part will be required of their opponents.
That should be a kill right there. So S4
yes.
been bullied by these napalm stacks, but he gets his kill on kicked. At the same time,
Limp's going for the kill on mid.
Oh, Lorraine off. Oh, very low and gets the blink out, so Limp won't get that. Meanwhile, I was looking at bottom for just a tiny sec. Okay, shapeshift has been used. Limp trying to get to the camp. Lock himself in a small little corner.
No,
and there we go. Jakira will get the kill, so that's your first shapeshift reveal. But as I was saying before, Nico Baby also got a kill in the bot lane at the same time, so he is level 6 with the Omni Slash used.
I gotta say here, Limp, this is why I did not want you to go on the aggressive just yet, because that X marks, that boat, they come in super handy if you go on a counter engagement, and you, like, if you just wait, this Lycan is going to use his ult aggressively somewhere. Unfortunately, in this case, it was an overextended Kunkka.
Yep. Straight up Necrobook. Who needs brown boots when you're a Lycan? It's a difference between some players. If they decide to get brown boots or not, you don't upgrade the boots at all. But most players don't even get the boots and just straight up rush Necrobook and try and establish pressure through that. And I think it could be a good move. But DK Focus. Pressure coming in from Hanskin and S4. Ravage will be used as well. DK Focus still alive for a bit longer, but the Gush will finish the job. Hanskin survives as well. Creeps bullying him, but he's going to TP home. Get the moment to start jungle farming as well. So Winstrike, the broom handle. There's Royal Jelly for Alliance. Wait, sorry, I was looking that wrong. So Alliance has the broom handle for some reason. There we go. Right, that just wasn't updating the shop in time, but yeah, we have all the 4 tier 1 items now for Winstrike picked up.
And the laning stage is breaking down now, so Kicked is going to take some levels on bot. He can't really threaten the Juggernaut, but at the very least the Juggernaut's going to have a hard time killing him.
Yep. Jug leading the net worth. Tight right behind him. Lycan coming in 3rd.
Retreating into the jungle.
Yeah, I mean, he's just gonna farm the safest farm that he can, get those necrobooks up, then start applying pressure. Every time you have shapeshift off, you should be looking for kills with your team. If it really requires your team to be on up to par with you, though. Do they have the levels? Dark Willow is like level 4 at this point. Bat's dying in bottom, so that's your only slash used by Nico Baby a second time. Kicked will die.
Well, you know, he can't really die unless FNG comes in, of course.
Yeah.
I would have expected FNG to rotate out of this lane by now, but I'm guessing that don't leave a winning lane, just push it in further. Nico Baby actually going on a little bit of a stroll here. Finds the Lycan and his creeps.
Yep. There's not an opportunity for Alliance to try and snatch that top outpost either, so it will be XP going for both teams.
This is going to be the same scenario as the previous game, though. You can see all of the forces on Winstrike moving towards that bot lane.
Alright, Chimera pops his shape shift, does get hit by the bolt, and Dark Willow nightmared up. They find FNG, could be a kill. Have Sonic Wave and everything, so FNG will fall here. Yep. Yeah, he used his Nightmare there to keep the Willow away. Willow with the crazy movement speed there. Looked like she had a haste there for a second. Might have looked at that wrong, but Lycan survives. Yeah. There's an Arcane for Limp. Fill up the bottle. No towers being pressured except for the top tower taken by Alliance, so that's Lycan's own safe lane tower falling. He's farming in bottom.
Can't come into bot.
And 3 against 1.
Might spell doom for Nico Baby.
There's TP coming in. Hanskin has his ulti ready. If they want to go for this. Hanskin's aggressive. Alright. Quap should die. Perfect. Just perfect. Really well played there by
That'll
Hanskin.
teach you to stand next to your Lycan.
Yeah, really good
If you
play
remember
there.
it, maybe you get to play this game.
Meanwhile in mid, we've got Kick TPing into a Torrent. S4 and Limp, well, it's like he's just going to die right away after he TP'd in. And the Anchor Smash and the Tiebreaker will make short work of that. So Alliance up to 7 kills now. They will get the mid tower down. And we discussed about this, Kips. If Winstrike can't get the early game running, Alliance might just have it in the books. It's not looking too healthy.
And it's so hard for them. There's so much counter engagement on the enemy team. I mean, the entire draft was geared towards stopping off this Lycan tempo, and you can see it working right here. At the very least, DK Focus is getting a little bit of time on top lane. He's got his own Necrobook. And he might even get hit this tower a little bit if Alliance show more on the bottom lane. Yeah, Alliance will just happily take down this bot tower instead.
You know, Kick being the +5 bat, so it's not much of a threat. Just throwing him in the front there and just give a bit of pressure. Quap denies the haste rune, but he's going to get comboed up. Torrent. There comes the boat as well. FNG, however, Chikarai wants to go in and just put some harass here. There's a good Ravish from S4. Quap ulti connecting as well, but not doing that much damage. And there's the Fiend's Grip as well. Lycan being held in place and in really big trouble, but he does survive as the Quap comes to back him up. So Lorenov gets the kill on FNG. And here's Willow putting pressure on S4. S4 will die as well. They will lose the Quap at the same time. And here comes Nico Baby. Did use his Omni Slash there to kill off the Quap. And TSA, well, he doesn't fear Nico Baby. Nico Baby is just going to spin at you, but TSA manages to disengage, and Lycan also makes his way back home.
Very fast on the Dark Willow, and Hanskin got ward in top, and he doesn't have much mana left. It's all getting burned off. Limp's here.
Limp saving. Just a bit more.
Is he though? No.
Alright.
DK Focus was like, yeah, X me already, will ya?
Oh, well, one hit would have done it, but he gets home.
Or that Sanj arriving like 5 seconds earlier.
That too. Would have been enough.
Great engagement there for Winstrike, though.
Well, they're getting some
That's
things in their favor.
Used. Ravage is down. Like, they don't get any objectives out of it, but if they find it in themselves to go again now, just because the ultimates are down, they might even be able to get themselves a tower. Hanskin's got the Winter's Curse again though. Oh, he TP top! As soon as you know this, if you get that information, you move on bottom. But they have no aggressive vision. This Hawk was deeper earlier. But DK Focus hasn't replaced it there. So they don't know where the Wyvern is.
Well, 14 minutes played. And Willow's getting closer to a Blink Dagger. Still halfway towards it though, so I'm not going to have it right away. Bad Rider's got no items listed up. FNG coming in from the left side. There's like Nico Baby farming an Ancient stack here right next to him. He's dropping very low, and FNG wants to play defensive. Gotta be careful. Does have a healing ward to heal him up, but there's still the big, mean lizards. Will survive, but that also means that the tower will fall. So he gets the Ancient stack out of the way before Winstrike intervene, and they are now closing up on them. And 10 seconds for Ravage. And there's the Fin script instantly thrown onto Chikirai. And Nico Baby coming in with the spin. Lycan will be sacked. That is your Lycan gone. No Ravage needed.
Yeah, walking blindly up a high ground, still not a good play.
Yep, kicked, getting X marked up, and they're going to look for more here with a 15-minute bounty spawning. Won't even get to snatch the bounty for himself, so that Batrider's gone. Lorenov. Gotta be careful. FNG walks into the pit. Sorry, into the camp. But gets to blink off in time. FNG aggressive ward maybe. All right, 15 minutes. High ground on the ward.
They are on a schedule.
6k lead too. Not looking too great for Winstrike. TSA in trouble. There's a lot of Alliance heroes moving toward him in the bot lane. There we go. Limpex Mark. Torrent thrown into the air.
Ah, not even.
Are they toying with him? Just. Needs to play great. A little bit, maybe.
You see, Nico Baby has had a pretty decent lane, and then after that, he could rest comfortably that none of the tower pressure the opponent team could provide was going to do much.
Okay, focus. Hanskin with a solo play right there. Here comes Chikirai. Revenge kill onto Hanskin, but at the same time, losing their tier 2 tower in the bot lane. Kick this just trying to slow them down, but not much he can do here. Lycan also trying to trade for the tower. There we have Tidebringer coming in. The Ravage is up, and Lycan wants to fight this. But he's not doing any damage onto S4 with a shapeshift on. This is almost sad, but Lorenov is here, dishing out some right clicks. Does have an ulti available. Kicked will be killed as well by Nico Baby at the same time. With an Omni Slash still remaining, they will take the tower and back away.
So, you know, that thing that I was on about was that Nico Baby could farm however long he wanted this game, just because he knew that his supports and his supporting cast could hold all of these towers basically forever, and I was interrupted by an example of exactly that. And Winstrike did find a little bit of a key here, and that is if they want the Lycan to be able to fight, they have to literally throw the Beastmaster at Alliance. There's no other key than throwing that body.
Well, it's a bit troublesome seeing that the Lycan's not really hurting this Tidebringer a lot. Pretty expected in a sense, but just, you know, throwing in hits, and looks like he's doing 0 damage on the Tidebringer while he has his Anchor Smash thrown onto his face, so that's not... Yeah, you know.
Tidehunter with his 48 damage block is pretty good against all of these Zoo-type heroes. You can nibble on that shell for as long as you like, but it's not really going to do anything. He does lose the mana though, which is rather important because it means that he can't get the Anchor Smashes off any longer.
And I don't know, like, if we're still discussing about how Winstrike drafted their heroes, like, they have some really strong hero picks, but the execution ain't working. The Alliance experience is definitely showing in this one.
Yes, and you know, at the start of the series where I was saying, alright, hey, S4 needs to get his drops in order this time, he was so ready for that Queen of Pain.
Look at
and
this.
Not only was he ready for her, he was ready for the Lycan follow-up as well. He had that duo theory crafted out.
Chikirai and DK Focus right between the Alliance roster. There's no mana on the Tidebringer though. Sorry, Tidehunter to throw the Ravage, as his mana was burnt out by DK Focus's Necro units. They're gonna go straight for Roshan. Meanwhile, they found Dark Willow, so FNG will use the Fiend script. That's one pick off. But how do they contest this? Do they even contest this? S4 has the mana. There's backup arriving. They know they're in the pit. Willow will go for the buyback as well. This Roche pit might be contested.
Backstab. Found out.
They found FNG. Goes for the Nightmare, gets the Bat Rider, and he's healed up by the Wyvern, so Hanskin buying a bit of time. Does have an ultimate array available as well, needs to use it soon. And a boat connecting the Quap ulti as well that will take down FNG, but that's only the support gone. They need more. Hanskin will be the next one to fall, or will he? Kick will go down, so will Hanskin, and Quap will just instantly try and attempt to blink away, but he gets X-marked back to his spot on Limp and S4, applying the pressure. Meanwhile, in the Roshan pit, Winstrike are going to steal the Rosh at the same time. They're just going to go straight away, take the Roshan, take the Aegis. Nico Baby left with nothing right now, and he is with S4 and Limp, so they will take DK Focus. He will attempt to TP home, not going to work out, but it's your Beastmaster with the Aegis, not the Lycan.
Why did DK Focus take the Aegis?
This was a panic play, I guess, in a sense. DK Focus gives away the Aegis, which could have potentially been on the Lycan.
I mean, I guess Jakira just didn't think he had enough time to walk out of there, but that's just a risk you gotta take, I think, because if you have that Aegis on the Lycan and you can walk out with it, it means that this Winter's Curse that's going down right now, you could tank that. Then again, it's not up anymore.
Lycan walks in to TP out. FNG won't catch him. Lorenov in the tree line. I think it's about time that Lorenov should already leave here. No ulti, not enough damage to blow up Hanskin. Hanskin's been throwing some amazing solo ultis.
And Hanskin knows this as well.
So Baby looking for kicked. 10 seconds for lasso, so might be kicked baiting Nico Baby in, but Lip is looking for the X mark. Loses vision there momentarily, so won't be able to connect the lasso. So Baby and Lip now pushing towards that mid-tier 2 tower. Winstrike moving around the area. Not taking a full frontal engagement though. Quap Salty should be up in a few seconds. They're afraid to go in. Smoke up though. And outside of vision from Alliance. At the same time, we got Jakirai chasing Hanskin in the bot lane. Level 3 Necros, so he has the purge slow. Hanskin shouldn't survive this. Yeah, he will go down. At the same time, they found some targets. Limp throws his full combo at Kicked. There's a roar onto Limp, and this could be opening here. Lorenov with DK Focus and Kicked. They're trying to burn out the Kunkka, but the Kunkka is a very tanky target to go for. Nico Baby looking for TSA. He does have an Omni Slash available. Limp has been burnt out, and he is slowly running out of tools here. Nico Baby has used his Omni Slash to kill TSA, and Limp has fallen as well at the same time. Now Bane does have a Fiend Script available, still holding onto it. Ravage is also up, but needs to get the blink off in time. He has his blink available, so he can just wait on the high ground, wait for Lorenov and Kicked to approach onto the high ground, but they will not do so. Kicked wants the bounty, but he can't go for it, and they will give away the Bat Rider here. So Kicked maybe a bit too aggressive, or are they? Like an ulti going on to Bane. They want to clear out FNG. They will. S4 doesn't pop the Ravage there. They're going to wait for the Shapeshift to run out and then make some moves happen. So Winstrike end up getting a few kills for themselves. They do lose the Willow, and they actually get the Bat Rider safe.
And most of that is on the back of two kind of frivolous ult usages by Alliance. The Winter's Curse in bot lane before that didn't catch Lorenov, and then a Fiend Script by the Bane. It shows that even though Alliance have this game firmly under control if they want to, they need to keep that focus going, because that Lycan will be on their backlines if they spend their defensive tools. It's why why S4 specifically is holding that Ravage as well. He can't just throw it away on the off times that it helps his core survive or something like that. They need that tool in order to do area control once it's a full 5-on-5 fight.
They're all up again. We haven't seen a Ravage being used for a while from the Tidehunter. S4's been really holding on to those. Just the patience, the mind games as well, in a sense that you don't want to throw it at your opponent because they know that's going to be down at that point. But FNG gets stunned up. Or not. He's going to dodge the stun with his Nightmare, but he will get right-clicked down by Lorenov and DK Focus. TSA gets the kill, and Nico Baby. Now there's another ulti, but it won't connect onto any other hero except the DK Focus. So Lorenov and TSA won't get the opening. There's a roar used up as well.
They gotta
Oh,
regroup.
baby, Hansken S4. Combo coming in from Limp.
the side.
TSA in trouble. Okay. I have no idea how Willow actually got that blink off there, but will lose his life. Just making a bit of space for the others to retreat. Meanwhile, Jakirai pushing a bot tier 2 tower. Kunkka TPing in though. And very close. Oh, no, still gets X marked. There was just enough vision for Limp to catch him. And a feed script. Should this be enough?
This is why Kunkka and Bane are good against Lycan.
Wyvern is here. S4 and S4 is here as well. They will use the Nightmare. Catch some people. Lorenov with an ulti that will take down Hansken. Lycan. Another X mark should be coming back in just a second. And the Ravage to make sure that they will get the kill. They will catch the Quap as well. FNG slowly dying to the poison inside the trees. So he will be killed. Lorenov still dodging in the trees. Blink in 1 second. Throws the Kunkka into the air. Blinks out. No TP though. So Lorenov hiding in the trees for now. And he is on the run.
Ooh, he didn't count on the trees they're being cut. Did he get spotted? That was on a knife's edge. And Kicked is dragging the creep waves over. And Winstrike really showing that they know how to play the delay game here.
They do. Kicked will go down to
Things are
Limp.
getting pretty hairy for Alliance right now, just because they have a ton of damage on Nico Baby. Nobody can actually fight him, but the problem is that he's getting kited. His supports are dying around him. This Tidehunter and this Kunkka are too slow to catch all of these nimble cores on Winstrike, and the fights are getting more and more troublesome. If Winstrike can't be forced to group up in some way, Alliance need to rethink how they're going to take the fights. Are they going to catch Lorenov here on the ward? Oh no, he goes in!
Big one. Omni Slash into the Yules. No blink available. The Omni Slash almost takes him down, but there's the Winter's Curse. FNG still holding alive for just a bit longer. There's a Roar used onto Nico Baby as well. DK Focus. They will focus down the Bane. TSA with the help as well with the DD rune on this Dark Willow. Now Nico Baby turning around onto the Lycan. There's another disarm coming in, so Lycan is having a hard time getting back into this fight. DK Focus. The combo coming in from the Kunkka. The stuns are there. The damage is there. They will take another one down.
And that was Winstrike grouped. Did you see how much trouble Nico Baby had fighting face to face with the Lycan?
Mm-hmm.
He has a full item more than the Lycan, and he can't win. He was actually hitting the Lycan creeps in order to keep his lifesteal up until his team could come back in to deal with him, because he could not fight the big bad wolf face to face.
Well,
That's
you
an
gotta have that
ouch right
efficiency.
there.
That's efficiency right there. Hansken hunting for Kicked. There is Shakira right next to him. Winter's Curse not up, but they will find the Bat Rider. Hansken with that haste drone. That will suffice for the support kill by the supports. FNG and Limp comes with the Torrent Steel. Supports, no kills today.
They haven't shown off the Nightmare Torrent combo really yet. What do you want the man to do, huh? And Nico Baby took down the mid tower in that time as well. Now they're fully grouped up again.
Yep, 5 versus 4, Winstrike. No tier 3 tower remaining, so Nico Baby happily gonna hit these buildings. Solar crested up by S4, a bit of extra attack speed, more movement speed.
And this is a choke point. This is where Alliance are more than happy to fight Winstrike.
They are very well positioned here at the back. They've got the supports there. If they see the Lycan, they know exactly that nobody's coming in from the back. Lycan's on the right side. They will take the mid-racks and will happily back away. For now, maybe a fake back, at least for now. Limp is still baiting here in the mid. Just takes another creep wave for himself. And there we go. Winstrike will not initiate on that.
Winstrike are looking for their BKBs right now. Once they get those up, some of the crowd control is gone, though, of course, neither the Winter's Curse nor the Fiend's Grip get actually removed.
It just smoked under a ward. And Alliance is smoked up as well. And I'm not sure if Winstrike know about this. Limp is coming in. The Roar instantly onto Nico Baby. His spin will only be used on that. So that's not the way they wanted this to go. They have a lasso onto FNG. But there's Lycan trying to hit on the back. The Ravage will hit only the Willow. And now comes Shikarai coming back into the fight as well. TSA taking some brunt from S4. And another ulti coming in from the Quap. So Lorenov getting a nice amount of damage dealt in. A Fear connecting onto 2. They have Limp still with a BKB up and running. X-Mark will connect onto the Quap. Quap uses his Yules, so he will not be sent back. Alliance with one hero down, but Winstrike have used all of their ultimates.
Nico Baby got kited out for that entire fight. He was on the Beastmaster, then, what do you know, gets hit by a boar, can't keep up anymore, has to kill the boar in frustration, walks all the way back only to get hit by the Willow ult. That's your most farmed hero by far, and he did zilch during that fight.
Yeah. And his Omni Slash is unused. S4 was trying to catch the Lycan as well with the Ravage, but Lycan just ran out. Chikarai didn't want to get caught. And Alliance are holding on to an 11,000 net worth lead, and XP also at 10k. So Alliance have the lead. Taking the mid racks away from Winstrike. Winstrike have only destroyed 2 towers in 29 minutes with a Lycan Beastmaster Quap.
Yes. But as I said before, if they go at the towers, it's going to be hard. If they fight defensively, that's another story entirely. And especially DK Phobos has been playing these fights really well, I think, because, yeah, he had to be there. The Lycan had to go on him so that the backline could be properly exposed. And he is tanking those hits for the team.
Alliance have smoked up on their own side of the map. No vision there. They will go straight for Roshan. Winstrike. Once again, quick reactions might do it. Well, now they should know. There's a Fiend's Grip onto Willow, so Willow seems like the main target that they want to blow up quickly away from here, but Willow will just buy back and come back in, but this requires that Winstrike catch someone. They're just running away. Limp is the last one behind. Kick does have a blink available. They're going to check the Roshan pit. Nobody inside there. Meanwhile, Lycan with the Shapeshift's already been running for such a long time, and it will run out in just a few seconds, so Winstrike will lose their opportunity as well to try and punish Alliance. So this buyback comes for nothing, and so does the Lycan ultimate get used for no avail. 60-second cooldown on Shapeshift. FNG, he finds Willow again on the high ground. This is a dieback Willow right here. Torrent into the air, and the nukes are coming in. TSA, dieback on the Willow, and Alliance are unable to go into the Roshan pit. This means Winstrike cannot contest this at all, and they're scrambling around the map. They do have Kick coming into the pit, but Hanskin already knows there's somebody probably crouching around this area, and there we have the battle of the Flyers right there, while the rest of the Alliance crew are around the Roshan pit. So that's Aegis and Cheese for Nico Baby.
I can't believe that the Willow got caught in the same place twice there. It feels bad, man. It's like, it is the correct positioning for a Willow, it's just that FNG knows it. He knows that that's the position from where the Willow can hit the pit, from where the Willow can cancel any kind of Fiend's Grip on anyone else with her ultimate. Unfortunately, if she is the one getting targeted, there is no way that they cancel the Fiend's Grip, and twice in a row.
Well, it's only going to get harder from here. Lorenov silences Nico Baby, goes in with the Abyssal Blade, slapping that Quap, a Quap blinking in the trees, getting out, so no secondary bash will connect there. Chikirai trying to put pressure in bottom. There's Hanskin, and there's Konka TPing in, and is it going to be enough? Splinter Blast won't connect, but the slow is there. Lycan pops his Shapeshift, gets the hell out of there.
No X marks range. And this does mean that Winstrike know that Nico Baby is alone on top. Well,
smokes on both
alone,
sides.
as alone as you can be with S4 right behind you, but still, the team split up. Limp is still walking.
They're both smoked up, so they don't have the vision on Alliance in the back line. And here comes some huge ravage from S4, connecting onto the Quap and also onto the Lycan. And now Chikarai, they turn around. Nico Baby gets his ultimate off just in time, but he's spinning onto the creeps. It's hitting everything else except the heroes. Hanskin will go down. DK Focus in trouble. Gets the roar. He gets just enough mana to pop it onto Nico Baby. And this fight is so spreaded right now. They're hitting the back line of Alliance, while Winstrikes, they have the rest of their heroes backing away back into bases, while FNG will die with the hands of Lorenov, and TSA, he's gone for 50 seconds. Remember, he does not have a buyback available. Lycan is the only one with a buyback. So they saw DK Focus and both Chikarai going back into the base while the fight was still ongoing, and Lorenov was left pretty much alone there to deal out the damage.
They got the right start already, though. The fact that they caught the Winter Wyvern who teleported in. Oh no, that's not what I meant by tanking.
Deleted. Tier 3 tower falling as well, so Alliance will get themselves a second lane of racks.
I'm sure Hansken expected his teleport in with the Boots of Travel to be completely unexpected, but he TP's under a ward and Kick catches him, and that
Chikirai
leads up
goes
to
in.
defense
They
now.
don't have the
S4.
Ravage up. Nice Torrent connecting onto the Lycan. They have Quop just dishing out right clicks at the back. 15 seconds for the wave to be available. And S4 is just anchor smashing everyone. No right click damage for you today. Here comes Willow jumping in, and S4 will pop the cheese, so he will get regenerated. I feel like he was always holding it at the same time. Not sure if Nico Baby gave it to him during that fight. I might have been wrong there. But Nico Baby coming in with a stun. He just blinks with the Abyssal Blade and wants to punish this Lycan. He hasn't won the duel so far, but now he will. With the help of his teammates, Lycan will fall. Lycan has a buyback available instead. And he's also going to be respawning in 70 seconds, but right now it's looking like a desperate situation. GG is called, and Alliance will sweep this 2-0, meaning that Winstrike will still stay without victories.
And Lycan gets dealt his very first loss